Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Yes,
Man,
sir.
y'all come on in the building. Y'all come on in the building. Chris C, I see y'all, man. Y'all come on in the building, man. Little preempted live today, man. It's been on my heart to give it to y'all. Y'all know it's draft week. We about 15, 12 days or something like that out. Um, these people have been evaluating these quarterbacks, man, and you want to see how different people do it. As I've been looking at, I've been in the game. Different people have different takes on the quarterback position. I like to say the most important position in professional sports. If your quarterback is not right, and we keep naming out these premium positions, quarterback, edge rusher on the other side, because you have to have, if your quarterback is this guy, you have to have that defensive end edge rusher to stop that guy. The catalyst to stop that guy, it would be your left tackle. Your left tackle, your wide receiver, then your defensive back, so on, so on, so on. You see what I'm saying? You got this guy. I got to get this guy to stop him. I got this guy. Your mirror image. You're looking in the mirror, and that's who first on the team, second on the team, balanced team, equal. You play balanced football, you're playing championship football. The quarterback position. Sunchild, what's going on, man? I see y'all, man. I see y'all out here. Y'all keep coming on in, man. We gonna get this party started. We got some audio to play for you guys, man. And then we're going to discuss this after we play this audio. But right now, I'm just trying to get y'all in this draft mode. Draft. Do the right thing. It was a article I read today about they wanted to go all the way back to like 2017, 2020. People didn't get the quarterback position right. Now look at the team. They 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 like to look at they doing stuff like what if now. You know, you do all this what if soul searching. Um, this didn't happen for this guy. Like our situation, we didn't have this right here for this guy. If this guy would have went here, this guy did this, this guy did that. It's a lot of things. We'll talk about. I get into. I'm getting something to make blow y'all mind. You know what I'm saying? Blow it up. Mic drop. You know what I'm saying? Mike, after y'all listen to the audio, it's gonna be like some mic drop stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, well, what if this? What is that? You know, that's like, you know what? We ain't even gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna talk about that. This is like,
Ah,
no, man, you gotta talk about this. You gotta talk about that. You know, how your day been, Q? Get into something. How your day been looking at that, brother?
man, it's been a long one, but you know what? I thank the good Lord for Merril Hoge, and he's going to tell us why certain guys should be and shouldn't be the guy.
Hmm.
So yes, sir.
Well,
I'm interested to hear what
I,
he got to say.
yeah, it's a very interesting video. In case any of y'all haven't seen it, heard it, or whatever, we got Merle Hodge. It was a quarterback. It was a quarterback in the league, so that's credible, reputable quarterback. Play the quarterback position. So now Merle Hodge, he said himself, he helped them start ESPN. You know, he was one of the original guys on the ESPN panel. Uh, I see sometimes say Merle Hodge is a clown. You see what I'm saying? So Sunchild, how would you say a man that played the position in the NFL? I just want to get your insight on it there, buddy. Somebody that played the position. Let me ask you something, Sunchild. Uh, did you play quarterback in the NFL? Have you played quarterback in the NFL? I'm not coming at you or anything like that, but have you played quarterback in the NFL? How many NFL downs have you played at any position? That's how, I mean, I'm not coming at you, but you going to call the man a clown who's played the position. No, I don't talk about Cam. I don't talk about Cam. I'm saying when y'all talked about Keyshawn Johnson, Keyshawn Johnson don't know what he's talking. He only played receiver for how many years? Q?
Oh, Keyshawn?
Yeah, how
Keyshawn
many
played
years did
for
he play?
about 10, 11 years.
Something like that, right? So you
Yeah.
would say that he's qualified
He's
to
qualified to have
talk
an
about
opinion about it.
an opinion on the receiver position, correct?
Hmm. He said Merril Hoge gives a bad take every year, all I'm saying. Well, that's your opinion on his, whether it being a good take or a bad take. Hell, Mike Maye, motherfucker, listen to him, and he always wrong. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm more apt to listen to people who play the position. They know certain things that they looking for. And that's what I was saying earlier. You might look at footwork. You might look at body language, like right there in the pocket, how this guy's moving his head or shoulders, or the way he because people always look at defensive coordinators and stuff, look at people tendencies, right, Q? Like uh 10 times he tends to do this, he tends to do that. When the play
Hmm.
does that, he tends to do that. That's how they get a bead on your ass. That's how they come in and scheme against your ass, because you have little telltale signs when you playing different positions, and they key in on your guy,
That's a
that
fact.
player on your team, that they're not playing against your whole team, but they're not scheming for your whole team. They're scheming for the guy. They're coming in there this year. They're scheming for Bryce Young, whoever that Mega Man X receiver gonna be, whoever this guy and this guy. We got to beat them first, or if this guy's so good, we gonna let him go. We ain't gonna let him be, but we getting ready to shut the rest of these motherfuckers down. That's how you play the game of football. But
Hmm.
to say somebody's a clown that played on the NFL level and then come back and he's commentating, or he's evaluating talent, and he telling you how he does it, because if you line up 10 motherfuckers, you might got 10 ways of doing this. It ain't one way to skin a cat, or one way to look at how somebody playing football. Or you say, well, his hands ain't good. Well, damn, I thought, you know what I'm saying? Or he takes out run. Well, damn, I thought he throwing darts. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. If I look at something, I'm gonna see something different than Q gonna see all the time. That's why we had these discussions. So whenever you ready there, Q, you know what I'm saying? Not unless you, because you looked at the footage, you heard the footage before. Not unless you want to add something.
Well, what I'll say is we got to stop jumping to conclusions, whether it's a popular opinion or unpopular opinion. It's being put out there on national syndicated shows. So obviously somebody bought into this opinion to for it to be first even put out there. So that's all I'm saying. Everybody, you mentioned the word Merle Hodge, and everybody just started getting in their feelings. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of the pit, a little bit of the piece of this, and we just gonna hear what they got to say about it. Is it that's good with y'all?
Okay.
Hodge, quite a career as an analyst and now an author. He's got a book, Find a Way, 3 words that changed my life. He played in the NFL for 10 years. We used to be teammates at ESPN. Merril always had the ability to cut through, and you were willing to be criticized up to the draft. And I always loved that about you. And you and I agreed on a lot. I think Tebow, Manziel, there was a lot. We disagree on Caleb Williams, but I'm going to get to him in a second. So first of all, thanks for coming on the show, Merril. It's great to see you again. And I follow your career, and you're wonderful. So let's start with a player that we both like, and we'll work our way up. So I saw Bo Nix twice. I think he's really undervalued. Everybody loves J.J. McCarthy and Caleb. And I just look at Denver. He reminds me of Drew Brees with a little mobility. You've looked at Bo Nix. Am I overvaluing him? What do you see that you like and concerns you?
Well, we're going to talk about this because there's two things as I evaluate quarterbacks that are going from college to the National Football League. And these two things have to work in unison: accuracy and processing, or decision making. Like, they have to be as one. You can't have one without the other. If you don't.
So first thing, accuracy, decision making, and processing is what you need for a young quarterback to be on the next level. We just breaking down what they're saying about in general of stuff that people in the NFL look forward to or scouts would look at. So that's all we're
And then,
doing. Just
and like you did, like I was saying earlier. Now, somebody else get on there, they look for something totally different from this man right here. But right now, he just told y'all accuracy and decision making, processing, accuracy and processing. That's like that's short, long, whatever. Accuracy and decision making. All right.
yes, sir.
Have one of those two will run you out of the league.
Yeah.
So you at least have to have this. You got to have evidence of that. And he does do that process as well. He throws the ball well. Is there any true special, unique quality in those two areas? No, but they're rock solid, and you can tell that he functions, under the systems he's in. And that is another thing that you got to look at. He plays in a really heavy college system.
Yeah.
Now you're going to the NFL, and that's where what I try to do, I don't look at where a guy's playing. I look at where they're going to play.
Yeah.
The field is going to change. The pocket is going to change. And how do they function in that? So when I take him and I look at how does he function in a pocket that's going to be like the NFL? Now, listen, there's not a lot of evidence of that, but I have a machine I can take and I can create all those different scenarios. So an NFL pocket, about 70% of it is dirty, clouded, and that's about 70% of the time. And how can you function under that? And can you process things and be accurate with that concept? And he's okay. He's not really elite in that category. And that's a big hurdle. And that's the environment that he's going to play in. So if you see the struggles in college, you can't say they're going to go away. You have to acknowledge those and then realize, okay, how are we going to play out of that? How is that going to work over time?
So I'm pausing it right there. They say if you see the struggles in college, it's not gonna go away. If you see a guy struggle with arm strength, it's not gonna go away. If he struggle with planting his feet to make a throw, it's not gonna go away. If he struggles with decision making and reading defenses, it's not gonna go away, cuz.
Not easily. You're gonna have to coach the shit out of it. And when y'all hear him say this right here, y'all say he heard him say he has a machine. I'm pretty sure he ain't talking about he got a goddamn a big ass machine that he jumps in and creates these. No, he's got an algorithm. He's got an app that he probably spent money, and he had these guys that make these apps and stuff, and he made them an app up to show different scenarios and plug and play different people in different. And he took the human love side, decision side out of it. He's doing nothing but algorithm, math, and stuff like that. So I believe in this. This is not, oh, I like this guy, and and they said this guy looked real good when he came, and he said yes ma'am and no ma'am and yes sir and all that. See, all that goes out the way when he throws these scenarios in there and processes this, and they do their computing. Is what he talking about. When he put these guys in these situations, he said he tells where they're going to play. Chicago, when you going in the cold and playing against the wind, and this guy's on, and he's gonna compute in this guy's arm strength and what this guy did here, and he's gonna plug in all these numbers, and it's gonna give him scenarios. Is what it does. That's what he's doing, and that's how he's evaluating all these quarterbacks through this app.
Will he get better? Yes. And then height does become an advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
6'1" is about the body. I mean, that's about the tipping point. You love a guy around 6'3", they play have less issues. Once you get below that, it becomes a real issue. Last year,
Bryce
the number one
Young.
pick, gosh dang,
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. I mean, that 5'9" and how he played from the pocket is going to be always a problem. You're never going to work your way out of that. They will always have limitations with him. I don't care how hard he works. I don't care how great they coach. Those are going to be limitations. How CJ Stroud didn't go 1 overall is still the most mind-boggling thing that I have seen when you had those two options, because the evidence was there. CJ Stroud was the only first rounder that was qualified to be a first rounder that you would give in a first round. I gave a first round grade to that would transition to the National Football League. And he had all of that evidence.
Yeah.
He showed that in college. If you studied him right, you knew that he wasn't going to have a problem. You knew that you're going to have a problem with Bryce Young. He's going to be, and it'll always be a problem.
Yeah.
And I know he's a great kid, but that's a bonus. That is not a skill set. And he's going to always be 5'9". Doesn't matter how hard he works. Doesn't matter what he does. He's always going to be 5'9", and it's going to create limitations game plan.
Okay, so let's talk about.
Whoa. That was a whole lot to intake right there. So when they mentioned,
you might have to play that back, because some of these motherfuckers don't want to hear that. So you might have to play that back.
Okay, I'll play it back. Hold on.
Go ahead and play it back before you say, play that back.
Last year,
Bryce Young. Bryce Young.
I mean, that 5'9" and how he played from the pocket is going to be always a problem. You're never going to work your way out of that. They will always have limitations with him. I don't care how hard he works. I don't care how great they coach. Those are going to be limitations. How CJ Stroud didn't go 1 overall is still the most mind-boggling thing that I have seen when you had those two options, because the evidence was there. CJ Stroud was the only first rounder that was qualified to be a first rounder that you would give in a first round. I gave a first round grade to that would transition to the National Football League. And he had all of that evidence.
Yeah.
He showed that in college. If you studied him right, you knew that he wasn't going to have a problem. You knew that you're going to have a problem with Bryce Young. He's going to be, and it'll always be a problem.
Yeah.
And I know he's a great kid, but that's a bonus. That is not a skill set. And he's going to always be 5'9". Doesn't matter how hard he works. Doesn't matter what he does. He's always going to be 5'9", and it's going to create limitations game plan.
Okay, so let's talk about the two top on the board. Let's go, Drake.
So this is Merril Hoge on why Caleb Williams is not special, and Drake Maye. And now be mindful, that's the title of this entire thing. On why Caleb Williams is not special. He's getting ready to get into why his style of play, his predicated play on the field, how it doesn't translate to the NFL. Now be mindful, I hear people on the regular tell me Caleb Williams is everything that Bryce Young is supposed to be. But this is on Colin Cowherd, and his name is Merril Hoge. Merril Hoge on why Caleb Williams is not special.
Man spent 10 years in the league, 10 years at ESPN. He is qualified, Omar. He is qualified.
Yeah. So it's on, like I said, it's on Colin Cowherd. Just type in YouTube, Colin Cowherd, Merril Hoge on why Caleb Williams is not special. That's all you have to put in there. And this video will pop straight up. And this is the number one thing that I'm talking about. We say this all the time. We say height, we say footwork, pocket presence, all matters when you're talking about quarterbacks. People tell us
the ball too damn long. Everything.
People tell us none of that stuff matters. And so, and for us to see what we have been seeing and hearing from the quarterback position, it's the single most important position in all of sports. You get a quarterback, you win. It's just as simple as that. The formula ain't no AB plus C minus you adding this and adding that. No, it's not a hard formula. It's you get a quarterback and you win. If you got a good one. If you got a trash quarterback, your franchise suffers for an imperishable amount of time. Look at past franchises who couldn't get the quarterback position right, and look at how long they have struggled. Whether it's a Detroit for 10 years, or if you look at teams like Washington who couldn't get it right.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
You got 10 years of ways to go.
I can't do this. No, fuck, I don't. No, the
Yes,
fuck
you
I don't. I can't.
do.
I can't see. I can't. I try to hold my cool. Y'all, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. The man just told us. The man just told us he don't give a damn how hard it works, how hard this and that. He just fucking told y'all. But no, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna waste this year, and then you're gonna say something else. Robert Hunt ain't it. Lewis ain't it. This one here ain't it. It can need to move to guard. Watch this shit. Watch this shit, Q. Watch this motherfucking shit. I can't hold it no more. Merril Hoge, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God damn it, thank you. You understand? You can't tell these something. They're gonna be 4, 5 years in on this shit. And what the fuck happened? We didn't do this and we didn't do that. This man is telling you he don't care how hard this boy works, what kind of scheme. Canales can come up there with a motherfucking playbook, thick as the phone book, New York phone book, New York City phone book. And y'all know there's a bunch of motherfucking phones in New York City. And the phone, I think an old phone book used to be. You know that. He just told you. Thank you, man. Damn.
No, and this is the crazy thing. They don't want to hear from Hodge. I don't give a damn if that bitch was a fullback, running back, wide receiver. He's in the league. Everybody knows this stuff. He ain't telling us something that we don't automatically already know. It's the fuckers who choose to ignore it and act like it don't matter. So yes, I already see people in the chat talking about he was a running back. We know that. We know. He played 8 seasons for the goddamn Steelers and the Bears. It's all good. We know who Merril Hoge is. That don't change the fact of what his message is. It don't change the message. At the end of the day, the message is that the same way we demand better from that position that's the most important position in all of goddamn sports. Shit is crazy. So that's all we're saying. Shout out to the real HHENT for that $2 super chat. He said Hodge been right more than he been wrong. Bryce fans are mad. He said listening to Merril Hoge over Cam Newton is wild. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I guess because Cam said Bryce is going to be all right, and so I guess okay. I'm not even going there with Sunshine tonight.
Sunshine, let me tell you something, man. Cam Newton wants this motherfucking shit to fall on his face. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He wanted to come in and be the boy backup so he can make that boy look stupid, and he know he can. Y'all realize that. Real talk. If y'all come over here for some real talk, and y'all know I'm going to give it to you. Cam is thinking, oh, they might call me one more time if this shit falling off the cliff. And I know I can beat that little some bitch right there. That's what Cam is saying every day at his house. Every morning when he put both feet on the fucking floor. If they call me, I make this little motherfucker here look stupid. When he get up in the morning. Before he yawn. Before he brush his motherfucking teeth in the morning. That's what he is thinking. Damn, did they call me? Because I know I've wiped this little motherfucker's ass. But go ahead, Q.
Oh man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Do us the illustrious favor of liking this video. I know it's unpopular. I know there's going to be a lot of upset Bryce fans that don't want to hear that, but like the video, cuz. Look, the truth is going to get out one way or another, and you're going to sleep better knowing that you were on the right side of the truth. So, hey, truth hurts. It is what it is.
Drake Maye. We'll work our way up to Caleb and spend more time. Drake Maye, the knock on him, I saw him play 2 or 3 times. I got different versions of him. He was erratic. He moves pretty well. Arm strength is whatever. What do you make of Drake Maye? You're not a huge fan. Why?
No, because of the 2 things you just mentioned there, of his processing. Now, I watch him function under pressures. I don't think I've yet to see him execute a pressure correctly, identify it. Oftentimes he misses it. Sometimes when you see his head in that position, then he doesn't acknowledge it and make the throw. like those are concerning. So when I talk about processing, there's not a lot of things that I'm like really confident about that he processes things well, especially pressures. He is completely erratic when it comes to throwing the football. I mean, it's a big concern. I mean, can you button those things up? Can you get a little better? Here's what my ultimate belief is from playing in this league, coaching, studying this league for nearly 40 years. You just don't correct that. It actually is magnified when you get to the National Football League. That is when you become more erratic. And it's on all throws. It's short, intermediate, long. Now, he'll do enough to dazzle you. And here's where I always felt the problem is that you say, oh, I'm going to fix that. I'll make him smarter. I'll make him more accurate. And that's where people get fired when you do that. And there's just too much there that would I wouldn't give him a first round grade. I wouldn't take him in the first round. And if I did, then I would be very concerned of, how long I'm going to be around as a coach or a GM.
Okay, so the player we disagree with, and one of the things I stated earlier, is that we think of USC as this great brand, Texas, USC, Georgia. They have had in the 2 years he led the nation in offense, one elite player on the entire offense, Jordan Addison, a small receiver who's pretty darn good, tight ends, suboptimal, running backs, O-line, really average. Now, Lincoln Riley's obviously a good play caller and designer, but he basically scored about 40 a weekend in the best Pac-12 I've seen in 20 years with one really elite NFL player. So that's my takeaway is he did more lifting than people subscribe to. But you do point out a couple of things with him that 2 weeks ago I went on the air and said, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Merrill's pretty good at this, that he doesn't take the easy stuff enough, which Mahomes' first year or two similarly leaned into great. Now he's gotten rid of that. Now Mahomes he'll give you everything. So let's go into Caleb. What was one of the first things you saw and you went, pump the brakes?
Okay, well, the word special is different for everybody. Okay, so the reason I say he's not special is he's not special in where you must be special. If you have to show evidence, you got a chance to transition to the National Football League. So I'll give you that. There's two guys in the last 5 to 6 years that have had that, Joe Burrow and CJ Stroud. They just demonstrated that in college. And what am I talking about? How they played from the pocket, their processing, their accuracy, their anticipation. And I go back to the processing. You just mentioned it. Rather it's a clouded pocket, rather it's a clean pocket. He does a lot of that. The slant's there. He doesn't throw the slant because he's done the one thing that has made him exciting. And I think people lean to saying he's special. He's extremely elusive. And let me point out one thing that he does have out of all these other quarterbacks that I do love, and it is rare. His accuracy is elite. And I'm going to tell you this, that right there puts him above everybody else and gives him the edge. Now let's go to the hurdle, why the special thing. He doesn't function from the pocket like he's going to have to in the National Football League. Now he's a guy who's 6'1". When you look at a dirty pocket, you look at a clean pocket, and you look at the different plays that he gives up where he should be throwing the football, but he goes and makes a play by running around. That's just you're not going to survive in the National Football League doing that. That is his biggest hurdle. Okay. Being able to manage.
Now, they say running around in the backfield, you ain't going to be able to survive in the NFL doing that. We have a quarterback that's predicated on running around in the backfield, and he took over 60 sacks last year. Now, be mindful, he said earlier, if you're doing something in college, it's going to predicate over to what you see in the NFL. He was the most sacked quarterback.
Magnified, Q. Magnified. It's going to be magnified.
He was the most sacked quarterback at Alabama. Now, be mindful. You can't tell me that line at Alabama was terrible. Was it, Goat?
Nope. No, sir, it wasn't. Because before that, he had two. Deontay Brown, the tackle, and I think the center is in the league right now.
Well, and I'll tell you like
it's
this right here.
Heisman Trophy year now.
You got to understand, for a young quarterback, and you're saying that your game is predicated on you're running around in the backfield, when you got defensive ends that are freak of natures, defensive tackles that are freak of nature, they're running 4.4s, 4.3s, they're running as fast as receivers. And you telling me that these guys right here are going to sit back and allow this guy to watch something? Because when you stand down a receiver and a DB see that, all they got to do is stay with their man and make sure that they stay close to their man and don't allow you to make a play. Therefore, it's making you hold the ball longer, which you're more susceptible to take a sack or run into a play when you out there dancing around and you run into a lineman that's giving push. You hurt yourself a lot more when you play a style of football that's not conducive to winning. What's the number one thing they get on James Harden for in the NBA? They say he doesn't play a style of basketball that's conducive to winning because it's dribble, 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 dribble. Watch me step back three. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not getting nobody involved. It's not being able to use or utilize what's around you. That's why they look at James Harden and they always say he don't have it. He can't win the big one. He's not the guy. He's a guy, but he's not the guy. So when I take my time and I look at a guy like Bryce Young and Caleb Williams, they will forever struggle because one, seeing down the field is so vital to a quarterback's success.
Yes,
Like I
sir.
said, he did not see Jesse Bates week one sitting in the same spot he was 2 times in a row. Pick City. So for me, Bryce Young will forever probably throw about 10 picks every year. Every year he's gonna give you at least about 10 picks or more, especially when he starts making challenging throws down the field. Because it's about him guessing and trying to anticipate where the guy is going to be at versus being able to see and throw him into a spot where he can get open. That makes a difference when you're a quarterback, having the ability to step up, plant both of your feet, and make a great throw. We have not seen Bryce Young do exactly that. Will we ever see that? Well, let's hope for this year that he develops that. Right now, he don't have it. I don't know
But y'all,
nobody right now.
we ain't gotta watch this shit play out. We ain't got to sit. We don't have to do. We got to get this motherfucker up out of here. Is what we got to do. That's what we got to do. We ain't got to sit here and watch this shit over and over again when people is screaming to our ass, telling us, yo, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. When you seen this year, John, like King JP said, Johnny Manziel, you see the man just told you, past 6'1", you can't play the position. It's a prototypical. It's called. I did a show and I told y'all this. See, y'all don't listen. That's one. That's number one thing. I gave you prototypical size. It's that for a reason, bro. You can't reinvent the wheel. Come on, Q. Can you reinvent the wheel? The motherfucker's already here.
No, and this is the number one thing. If I came up to you guys and I told you I was a liar, if I told you I was a thief, would you leave money around me?
Fuck no.
if
Nah.
I
Ain't
told
no
you,
way.
if I told you I was a crack addict, would you leave crack cocaine around me, goat?
No, I can't. You gonna fuck it up. I know you getting
Now,
ready to burn. I'm tempting you.
once again, people don't understand when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. This guy right here is undersized, and it ain't like he gonna have a growth spurt overnight where he can automatically see the field. And you just heard the man say quarterbacks under 6'1" are going to struggle forever in the NFL with seeing. You got linemen that are 6'5", 6'6", and oh, guess what you just did? You went and got 2 6'6" linemen and put
Yes,
in front
sir.
of him.
Interior.
Eh,
Bigger than the cast that was there last year. And he had a problem seeing over there. You just put two monsters in front of him that's bigger than the two than Kane Mays, Nash Jensen, Chandler Savala. All three of them dudes that played there last year.
Hey, shout
I
out to
think
Shane.
Throckmorton was the biggest one. They got him up out the door, didn't they? Why did they
Shout, shout,
think about it, Q? Was
yeah.
Throckmorton that bad, or was Throckmorton too big to see around?
Well,
That's a brain tease, ain't it?
well,
Make you think.
Throckmorton left here and went and blocked for King Henry. So I mean, it is what it
Yep.
is. But listen to this, go. Shane says, I don't disagree with anything being said about Bryce. Now that's what he should have put a point blank and a period on the motherfucker. Just stop talking right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You can
he
let.
continued and he said, I'm still going to root for him while he's our number one. Our number one what?
I get the number one option, number one motherfucker. Where we done pushed ourselves into a corner. Number one, not not the number one nigga on the field.
What the fuck?
If you ain't got nothing there,
So let
I
me ask
don't
you a
like
question, go. Let me ask you a question. Say
yeah.
this was the dating phase a couple of years ago, and you were dating 5 different bitches.
Okay.
Say you were dating 5 different. Now be mindful, your number one just can't get right. No matter what you do,
Well, she shouldn't
you
be number one. She can't get right. She ain't number one.
but
She ain't
bro,
number one, Q.
motherfucker just said, I understand she ain't my number one, but right now this is my best option. She just can't get right. So the other one, who knows? The bitch probably got a fucked up arm. Arm probably fall off, some type of shit like that. She can't get her shit together either. But at least this one got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes. And like I said, she ain't as bad as the other one. Woman number 3 ain't got no money, ain't got no job, can't
Oh
get her
my
life
God.
together.
Oh, I got a stable full of nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I need to stop dating. I need to carry my black ass home. Fuck the club. You understand what I'm saying? I need to sit back and watch TV. I need a Netflix and chill for real. You understand what I'm
that's
saying? By
that's what
myself.
that's what we sitting at as the Panthers organization. We got
Yeah.
a whole lot of nothing, cuz.
Hold
I
on.
hate to say
And
it.
the thing, all y'all cats talking about because he played for the Panthers, I'm gonna be here. I don't like oatmeal, Q, because back in the day when I was in preschool, that's all the fuck they gave us in the morning was oatmeal. Hot
Mm.
ass oatmeal. You understand what I'm saying? Put me against oatmeal. So guess what I don't do as an adult? Well, I got a choice. I don't eat oatmeal. I don't look at oatmeal. I don't want no oatmeal. I got a choice. I don't want it. I eat grits. I eat grits. Buttered grits. The best. You understand? CJ Stroud is buttered grits. I want me a CJ Stroud. I want me some buttered grits.
No, you
You
better not
understand
say
what I'm
you
saying?
want butter grits. You
Fuck
need to go
that.
back to the oatmeal
I
because they
said no.
say you gotta
No, no,
put
no.
up with the oatmeal because that's all
No,
you
no, no.
got.
No, I don't. I'm not paying $38 million for some shit I don't want. No, no. I'm trying to find me some hot buttered grits.
This nigga said Bryce will be the next Mahomes. Oh my God.
Can't give me the money. Crazy. Y'all mother crazy.
Shout out
Y'all
to Chauncey Ellaby. He said Bryce would be the next
Chauncey.
Mahomes if he have great protection, especially through the middle and the adequate weapons that separate. What he say? What else he
Chauncey.
say?
Chauncey.
Easily.
Chauncey.
So he wants everything to go
Chauncey.
perfect for this young fella.
Chauncey, when we drop this link, I need you to hit the link, homeboy, because I need a bet on that right there. Put your money where your mouth is, then.
Yeah,
Put your money where your
we can
mouth is,
start
Chauncey.
taxing these boys
I need
now.
to get. I got to do it to you, Chauncey. I got to do it to you. I get hit the link when we drop the link. Since you since that's your boy, since you got so much for him, Chauncey, hit the
Lord have
damn link.
mercy. Be good
Hit the
say
link.
Bryce is the next Mahomes. Get your eyes tested and learn how to evaluate talent. Lord have mercy.
Be good. I need some of that bread too. Be good. I need some of
No,
that
he
bread too.
he ain't talking to you. He ain't talking to you.
Be good. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Be good. I
He's
see what you're
saying
doing.
if
Okay.
Bryce is the next Mahomes.
Yeah. I see you. Be good. I didn't read all the statement. I'm sorry. Be good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chauncey, I need that, Chauncey. I need it, bro.
Chauncey. Like I said, You said Bryce will be the next Mahomes. Now I'm time stamping this today. Is the 15th at 8:24 p.m. This cat said Bryce will be the next Mahomes if he has great protection. So once again, go. They said in this video, you never have great protection.
No,
That
that's what he just said.
you never have. You
Okay.
never have special things to align. The stars don't align for every quarterback. So as sooner or later, your talent is going to have to rely on your skill level, right? Sooner or later.
The man said 2 elite traits: processing and before I fuck it up, because I don't want nobody. What did he say? Cute processing and damn.
Process
Help
of
me out.
decision making, and he said
That go the
uh
first thing he said. Process decision making, because he said process and go with decision making,
and
and he said
accuracy.
yeah, accuracy. Thank you, HH. Thank you, HH.
Yeah.
Accuracy. We know our little kid, the little kid we got, we know when he had to chunk that ball down the field, like old people say, chunk that, it's not accurate. It's not accurate. And he was supposed to be, he sold me. See, they try to sell us on a trait that he didn't have, Q. Because Merril said, if you got one, you all right. We can work with one. If you got two, you elite, right? Didn't he say that?
Lord have mercy. This cat said, watch CJ Stroud highlights on film. Tell me everybody is not wide open. I ain't never seen no shit like this. So
Still got to be accurate
they
enough to hit the wide open target, don't you? You got to be able to process the field and see the damn field to see that they wide open. Come on, Chauncey. Let me get you in your pockets there, buddy. Come on, man. Because you're not making good sense right now, Hawk. You're not. Stop this.
I'm gonna drop the link, man. I done sat here long enough. I can't take it no more. I'm gonna drop
Yeah,
the
we
link.
ain't gonna finish. We ain't gonna finish talking with Merle. Probably got about 2 or 3 more minutes on the thing, but we ain't even gonna finish that, man. Y'all heard enough. You heard enough.
Mm-hmm.
You heard enough.
It's crazy shit that start coming out already.
You heard enough. You heard enough.
Which,
Y'all
once
got
again, to everybody's prerogative, if you choose to blindly back Bryce Young, knowing that he is not the guy, and you're fooling yourself into thinking, he said, watch film and then holler at me. Oh, okay. Now,
okay.
Chauncey, now we done seen enough film of this cat all year long. So, any bet you want to make, you go ahead and you go ahead and put your money on where your mouth at. I've had enough of all this hollering shit. Time to put your money where your mouth at. What's going on, Real?
I ain't gonna tell you what Chauncey's smoking because don't say he gonna kick me off if I say it.
The nigga on some shit, dog.
Real. What's going on there, brother?
What's up, Goat? What's up, man? I just want to say one thing, and I kind of agree with that with a lot of the stuff where CJ Stroud receivers are open when he's at Ohio State, but at the same time, you can tell anybody with two eyes can be able to tell that coming out that draft, CJ Stroud was not only a better quarterback, but a better prospect than Bryce Young. Look at what he did against Georgia in that game. Look what he did against Georgia. Big bad
For
Georgia.
real.
Go
You're
ahead,
not going to get nobody. You got Chauncey Ellerby calling this motherfucker Mahomes. He just said it in the chat. Bryce Young will be
I bet
Mahomes.
you won't hit that link. I bet you won't hit that link and make a bet. I bet
Mahomes
you
ain't
won't hit
even
that link and make
Mahomes
a bet,
without
though.
Andy Reid. Like we also got to bring that up too, because like Mahomes nice. Mahomes is great.
No, Mahomes is not. Mahomes will be Mahomes without them referees. He got the Tom Brady effect now. They will let that man get away with everything now.
I think Andy Reid helped him out a lot too, man. I'm telling you, man. Andy Reid scheming it up and play calling for him, it helps out a
He
whole
be
lot.
crying. All he do is cry.
Yeah. I
And they let that man get his way every freaking time.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say about Mahomes. That bitch great. He can cry, he can pout. The bitch great, regardless of what you say. God damn it, you still gotta be great. God damn it.
Somebody please get Chauncey last words, please.
That ain't Chauncey.
I want to hear him talk.
I'm not talking about Chauncey in
He
the
talking
chat.
about in the chat. He
In
talking
the
about in the
chat.
chat.
Get his last words
In
in
the
the
chat.
chat.
Yeah, he ain't
He
gonna
said
hit
he
that
got
line.
50. He said he got
Hit that
50
line.
on it, go. He said
Chauncey,
Stroud film is better. He
Hit
said
the link,
everybody is
Chauncey.
wide open.
that's a
He
Hit
said
the
he got
link.
goddamn lie.
50 on it.
Chauncey don't know what the fuck he talking about. He must be that motherfucker that wrote that goddamn love letter to Bryce.
Here
Damn.
we go.
Hit the link, Chauncey.
Chauncey
Bryce
Put it
might
in
be
hit.
your
a burner
prayer.
account for Chauncey might be a burner account for Bryce.
This
He
is
might
Shit,
be.
because this is the
cause
thing.
you,
Nah, I
cause
just think when they look at
Chauncey.
highlight.
Hey,
No,
put
Bryce
your
ass
video
better be on that
down.
fucking field.
Y'all.
He better
We
be
ain't
on that
put no
motherfucking field,
hold.
getting his shit together. He
Hold.
better be
We
in no
putting the
goddamn
50.
chat
We
on no
putting the 50 on
podcast.
those CJ Stroud. We putting the 50 on Bryce. We putting the 50 on Bryce. Don't try to wiggle out of it now, Chauncey. Hell no. We putting the
I
50
want that.
on Bryce.
I want that goddamn bet too. I want it too.
See, the thing is, Bryce would never be Mahomes until he learned how to pursue.
It's
Run,
no.
throw,
It's no
until he,
No,
until.
it's
Until.
an impossible way.
Until.
until he
There ain't
learned
no.
how to throw
Impossible
out of
way, bro.
pursuit and
He
handle
will
That's a
pressure.
never be.
unicorn.
He will never be
I
goddamn Mahomes, regardless of what he do. He don't have the arm strength. He don't have the arm talent to
yeah.
be a goddamn
Unless he learn how to
Mahomes.
throw in pursuit, and handle pressure.
You got to have you
I
got to
get
have
that.
arm talent. You got to have arm talent to be Mahomes, and it ain't many quarterbacks that goddamn it got the arm talent of Mahomes. He don't
But
have the
see,
arm talent to ever be Mahomes.
the
Yeah.
reason why people compare him to these other quarterbacks, these short quarterbacks such as your Mahomes and your Russell Wilsons, and
But
you know,
Mahomes not short. Mahomes
That
6'3".
short.
Yeah.
Mahomes six
yeah,
three. That ain't
Talking about- You just hear the man
and
say 6'1", Petey. 6'1", and I told y'all this. I told y'all that when go back and check that video out where I did prototypical size. 6'1" is it. Six
it's
one is
decent.
teetering on It's like
I agree with
yo.
you.
6'1" is like yeah. Hey, hey,
It's
y'all niggas,
average heat, it's average height.
brother. No, that ain't average height.
Not for
Y'all
quarterback.
exceptions to the rule. 6'1" is an
6'1"
exception.
is small, really,
short.
tell you the
Yeah,
truth,
It
for a
is, but
6'1".
quarterback.
it's
6'1"
like
is
a
small.
decent, it's a decent size though. We talk about a
Prototypical
No, it's
5'8"
size
not.
quarterback,
No, it's not.
5'9"
Listen,
quarterback.
is
Not when it comes to
6'3".
quarterback. Not when it comes to
Nah.
quarterback. 6'1" is short
6'4",
when it comes to a quarterback.
six six
Yeah,
It's
four,
short, but
six
six
three is
that's
four,
feasible.
prototypical.
6'4" is prototypical size. Then you start go as you start going down. I rated them. I don't have my piece of paper where they were telling the exact size, but 6'4" is prototypical size. Then you start going to 6'3", they 6'3", 6'2", they say is right there. That's the average. That's
Threshold.
the average. 6'1" is 6'1" is you
You're
pushing the
pushing it.
envelope.
You're pushing
Yeah,
it.
You
Yeah,
you
push
you
pushing
push.
it.
Yeah, 6'4" prototypical. You're
So what the
right.
fuck is
No, I
five?
mean
What's
I just
5'9"
looking at
doing?
if you like 6'1" and below, you gotta have some type of attributes about yourself. You know what I
Then what
mean?
Yeah,
the fuck
But
is
that,
five
exactly.
nine
like
doing?
like like
You
Kyler
you
Murray.
yeah, you
Like
got to
Kyler is a
you got
fast
to have
motherfucker.
an elite trait when you 6'1", around 6 feet. You got to have an elite trait. Something got to
Yeah.
be elite about you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something elite.
So what is 5'9" doing? What is that?
Five.
What
Nothing.
threshold is
That,
that?
It
oh,
ain't
they
doing
say
nothing
he's
if you
smart.
well,
That's
if
what
you
they say.
5'9",
Nothing.
you
You
5'9", you
can't.
better have a goddamn arm and better run like Kyler Murray.
Well, he don't
They
do none of
say
that.
he
Five
So
a
he's a
five
painter.
nines
bookworm.
is 2 and 15. 5'9" is 2 and 15. 2 and 15.
Exactly.
You already seen that. That's what
Hell,
5'9" is.
hell. So my thing is, if that's the case, then man, we in trouble. We've been in trouble. And I've been trying to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell Panthers Nation when I warned y'all about this man, bro. Y'all did not listen.
No,
Y'all
it's just
expect.
a lot of people don't understand football, bro. I
That's
mean, like
yep,
for
yep.
me, like before I started jumping on podcasts and stuff like that, I was on the CJ Stroud, but I was fine with AR because he had the typical size. You know what I mean? When it comes down to him, when I watched Bryce Young, the stuff they were saying, that's not what he did. That's not what he did on the field. And
Right, right,
like I
right,
said,
right.
I trust my evaluation on certain things,
Right.
but he had the media behind him and Tepper, like they said in April or something like that. I mean, I blame Frank Wright too, because he should have fought for his guy, just like Andy did. Andy told
That
me
is
if Mahomes don't
good.
work out, fire me then.
Yes,
You know what I
be
mean?
good.
Yep,
Preach, be good.
So it's just
yep.
sometimes you got to stand up. You know what I mean? I mean, I say this about Frank Wright. He didn't think he was going to be this bad. Nobody did. You know what I mean? He went below my expectations. You know what I mean? When it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
down to it,
yeah.
we was all
Look,
saying we was going to win at least 7 games this year with this easy schedule. We won 2. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Merril Hoge say that boy should have never been a first round pick, right?
Nope.
So now it popped in my mind. Said Houston put that shit out there. Houston
I
put that
told you.
negative shit out there
Hey,
about that
he
CJ.
didn't I tell you go?
Houston
Didn't
put
I
that
tell
shit
you
out
go?
there about CJ.
I
You told it.
go.
You said it,
Didn't I say it?
D'Angelo.
I
You
said
said
it.
it.
I said Houston is the
Said it.
motherfucker. And you know why? You know what? You know what? Put an exclamation mark on it when Dion said what he said the other day, and them boys started talking. They say that's what they
Mm-hmm.
do. I said, God damn it,
They
that's
do.
what Houston did. That's what
Yep.
Houston did. Houston the one put that shit out there. I'm telling you, that's what happened. Houston never wanted Bryce. I've been said it. Houston never wanted Bryce.
I didn't believe it. I said, they don't do no shit like that. But then I
Yes.
listened to this shit right here, and then like you said that Dion shit, and then somebody else said agents and somebody else, they said agents, the media, and they named a whole bunch of shit, and they said
Yeah.
they have a lot of influence on that draft. They
On
did
that
say that.
draft.
I said, son of a bitch.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all
And
see
hey,
last
that's
year,
great.
there was a push. There was a big push
It was a big
for
push.
that boy.
It was a
Yeah,
big
and we
push. The
fell for it.
narrative
Yeah, we
changed.
fell
The
for it.
narrative,
Yeah,
the narrative. I'm telling you, as soon as we traded up, as soon as we made that trade, Houston got scared. Houston said, "God damn it, these bitches done traded up because it's right after the combine." And God damn it,
uh-huh.
CJ showed his ass. Houston panicked. Houston said, "Oh hell, God damn, we ain't gonna be able to get CJ now. Fuck, we got to put a narrative out there." I'm telling you, Houston was the one to put the narrative out there. They were the one that did it.
I mean, but it's still ultimately our fault because they went with it. You know what I mean? They fell for
Yeah, we fell for it.
Mhm.
We
it. Yeah.
fell for it.
Yeah.
Scott Fitter didn't know no better. Motherfucking he lit David Tepper in his ear, and Scott Fitter was, and he ain't the GM to fucking throw his weight around. So he fell for the goddamn shit. Hell, Scott Fitter probably don't know how to fucking analyze quarterbacks any goddamn way. So
The thing is
goddamn
that
it,
Twitter is still fucking us.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened, man. That's
Hey,
what fucking happened, man.
D'Angelo,
Uh huh.
let me ask you a question because Chauncey Ellerby is convinced that everybody was wide open in Houston. And I know I seen a bunch
No,
of
no,
plays
no, no.
where
That's a
CJ
goddamn lie.
Stroud was running for his life as well. And on
Right.
top of that, those guys were out there having to go out and make shit happen. Make
Yes,
shit
yes,
happen.
man. I don't know what the fuck LB goddamn whatever that motherfucking name Chauncey is talking about, man. CJ Stroud, CJ Stroud was the one that was the quick processor, the one that had the fucking NFL arm, the one that was throwing motherfucking wide receivers open, the one that could throw motherfucking tight window passes. That's what CJ Stroud does. And I told people wanted to make an argument when CJ would come out of Ohio State that it was his receivers that were so good, and I was like, yeah, they good, but you got to look at the way C.J. Stroud throwing that goddamn ball, man. C.J. Stroud was still throwing the ball to where DBs couldn't make plays on the ball. You know what I'm saying? He was putting the ball where it needed to be. I said, I'm watching this motherfucker, and I'm like, this boy's making NFL throws. The throws he making are NFL throws. That's what you need for an elite quarterback. The throws that C.J. Stroud was making in Ohio State, he was
And
doing it.
D'Angelo,
Yeah.
did you see how fast now when they came out that first preseason game, it looked bad. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Houston. Looked
yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
uh huh,
Did you see how
yeah.
fast they corrected it though? And see
Correct it
that
quick.
that's what I look at, y'all. That's what I look
Yeah,
at as well. Like, can you correct it? I
yeah.
know it's gonna look bad. He's a rookie, this, that. Even not even a rookie. Some vets when they have a lot of new pieces and stuff like that. How fast can you correct it?
Right,
That tells
right,
me a lot.
right, right, right. And then CJ has something that Bryce don't have, man. CJ got dog in him, man. CJ had to work to where the fuck he got to. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come up in the football ranks with a silver spoon in his mouth, man. CJ wasn't handed shit. CJ had to work for everything he got. So he has dog in him, man. Bryce don't have no dog. He don't have that alpha mentality. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Bryce will ever be able to lead an NFL locker room. I really don't know. I don't see it. Right now, I don't see it. I don't know if he even has the motherfucking personality to lead a goddamn locker room.
I mean, it's just like I said, we fell for the media hype. You know what I mean?
I didn't.
That
I
was
didn't
just the
fall
main
for it.
problem.
People
I
that
mean,
don't really
I
know how.
didn't, but we
Yeah,
have to say as a team, like
yeah,
we chose
yeah,
them, so our team technically, you know what I'm saying, went with it. I didn't
yeah,
believe in him. I kept saying, look, I'm gonna give him a shot. I gave him his shot. He
yeah,
was
yeah.
so. I mean, I like bro. Like when I say he was 34th in QBR when we had starters. I'm talking about NFL like starters out. He was the worst starting quarterback in the league, 34th, bro. Like Like even he went up 10 spots, he's still at the league bottom. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to QB, you know what I'm saying? QBR, it's like you can't win with it.
Nah. Mm-mm.
So it's like for me, I'm like, man, just cut your losses. I'm sure a team will pick him up. You know what I mean? Let the 49ers dude pick him up. I don't care. It just with him, we're not gonna be able to win. You know what I mean? That's why I said let's rebuild the right way this time.
Well, like Merle High said, man, with him, regardless of how good you scheme, how good your goddamn fucking offensive coordinator is, there are always going to be limitations to his game. You know what I'm
Limitation.
saying? It's going to
I
be
mean,
limitations.
we been figured that out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be hard for a defensive coordinator to scheme for Bryce because you know the thing, you know his weaknesses. It's certain things that he just is not physically capable of doing.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? So
with the whole CJ Stroud thing, Brett, he was just looking at highlights, and then when they found plays or people being wide open, but the problem is he missing the whole game when it came to CJ. CJ, he can put
Yeah.
the ball anywhere he
Secondary
wants.
play.
You know what I mean?
anywhere
It's
they want,
just
yeah,
Secondary
so.
play.
Yeah.
Secondary
right,
play.
right,
Speaking of what y'all
right.
saying, I want to show y'all something on the screen real quick. So this cat say they're throwing the wide open receivers. I watch him put it on spots where the receiver, if you're doing a comeback route, he put it on the outside. You get what
Right,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. He has
So
great
watch this shit right
ball
here.
placement, man. He places the ball, man, where you the only person can make the play is the receiver.
All right, check
Yeah.
this out.
Sees the field so well when he has.
They just say he sees the field so well. You heard that? Now look, he put it on the outside so that way, because if it's thrown any worse, if it was a bad thrown ball, it gets picked off by number 32 right there. You
Not
get what I'm
even that.
saying?
It may not even get picked off too, but if he throws the ball to the inside, the DB is going to be able to make the play. He's going to be able to make the tackle.
Yeah. And by the being, he I put mean, it in a position where he can
Okay.
make a play.
He can make a
Do me
play.
one.
Right.
Do me one more. Do
See
and do
that?
me one more, Q. Go
I
back
mean,
to
I,
the last time, that second time they played Jacksonville. It was in the fourth quarter. I think it was like the last drive, and that's gonna show you how terrible that offensive line was, other than Laramie Tunsil. Where they just, where Jacksonville defense was not ranked that high, was just busting through that shit. And so, because y'all like to say he had a better line than Bryce did. We can show
this is
this
kid.
film right here.
Hold on. Let me was it CJ Stroud versus Belichick? Remember that same line that we were talking about? Belichick.
Yeah, yeah. So we can show y'all what they like. Well, hell, we showed y'all the numbers. We did a show and we told y'all the numbers. We done compared this shit. So now we can show y'all that this line was not no top whatever line. The numbers show that.
I,
That
I
boy right
mean,
there was just that damn good last year. That he
Joe, they
masked that
don't want to hear
offensive
that.
line. I know they
They don't
don't.
want to hear
I
that.
know they don't. I know they don't. Cause Chauncey just wanted to cherry pick a play where a receiver was open. Well, hell, he's an NFL receiver, Chauncey. He gonna get open. That's his job.
And Q and Go. Let me ask you. Before CJ Stroud got there, the wide receivers he had, what did they do in the NFL?
Well, that come hand in hand. You got to pass the ball to the receiver, right? First down, 30th in first downs, meaning we stayed off the field. Rushing, we was 20th. We could run the ball a little bit, mid tier, and points, 31st in points. So we didn't score shit. That was just
How
numbers
many
out there.
points
Now
did
that's
we average?
NFL numbers. These old numbers.
How many point? How many points did we average? 14? 15?
We were
Somewhere
31st. It
around
don't
there.
even fucking matter.
Yeah, if
It
you
don't even fucking matter.
31st, that means you gotta be below 20.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we well below 20. Shit, we well
Yeah, that's
below
what I'm
20.
saying.
Well,
15? That's what I'm saying. Do, do y'all realize how bad that sound? 31st in NFL when it comes to
I think
offense.
it's around like 16 points a game, something like that. It, and I'm being modest, but it's somewhere around there.
don't even matter.
Yeah, you give CJ Stroud this offensive line we got right now, and that boy might damn near skate on the motherfuckers next year. That's all I'm saying.
Man, you get C.J. Stroud, Deontay Johnson, goddamn it, Deontay Johnson, goddamn had 1,600 yard receiving next year.
I say this: if we had CJ Stroud this year, it felt like them Cam days were back. You know what I'm saying? The first year we had him gave us hope. You know what I mean? Yeah. And see, I was a big AR-15 guy, man. I thought that the Panthers would have chose AR-15, and he was going to be 6'5", 6'6", freakish athleticism, a guy that could stand and throw a 60-yard bomb, plant his feet, make all the throws. Now, be mindful. Everybody kept saying he was the project. He was the project. Well, they said Bryce was the most NFL ready. That's what they kept
NFL
saying.
ready. NFL
Now, be
ready.
mindful. NFL ready couldn't see. I like to call him Jesse Bates or Hallelujah Bates after week 1. Couldn't see him come across the field now, could he?
Mm-mm.
All I'm saying is this is one of the things where we had a bevy of choices. I think we were advised not to take a quarterback last year, and we did it anyway.
Yes, yes, we
And
were.
now look how it paid out for us. We should have built the damn team. We could have been in a position to have this team better, and we wouldn't have been sitting here having this talk. We would have been talking about how good this team looked and how much promise we had. Yeah, but like I said, we got over patient. But hey, I was fine with AR too, because I looked at his highlights and stuff like that when he was playing in Florida. Like you said, he a freakish athlete, and when before he got hurt, he showed he had talent and promise. You know what I mean? That's all you can ask for.
I
I
didn't,
ask people
I didn't, I didn't,
like for
I
Bryce.
didn't even want AR-15. I didn't want AR. I wanted C.J. I didn't give a fuck about nobody
I
else.
mean, I was fine with CJ or AR because when I watch the highlights and stuff like that, the dude, he's a freak athlete, bro. You can't pass over stuff like that. Then it showed in the
Yeah.
NFL, he was. If he didn't
Well,
get hurt,
well,
I would
well,
have
well
loved to see him and Bryce Young. I mean, not Bryce Young, but him and CJ go at. You know what I mean? Because he was at one
I
point,
didn't.
didn't he put up like 200
You'll
and
see it in
100
the future.
yard rushing one game or something?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna see it
yeah.
in the future. They're gonna have a lot
Well,
of time to go at it. Be good.
Well, here's the thing I say about AR. I will say about AR-15. I don't give a damn about when it comes to quarterback. I really don't care about the athletic ability. That ain't what I'm looking for. But I will say what AR-15 did have. He did have good footwork and he had a nice release. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. You know what I'm saying? He had that. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't accurate as he should have been. But he did have the mechanics to be able to become accurate. You know what I'm saying? He has the mechanics.
And they already said his processing skills was high, D'Angelo. He
Yeah,
walks and
yeah,
looks down the field. He's looking
yeah,
down the field, going through the progression. So it's
yeah,
just like Merrill said, if you got at least one of them, you understand what I'm saying? You can work with that. And
yeah.
what me and Q was saying, you already got the intangibles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right,
Besides the speed.
right, right. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Panther Theory for that super sticker. We appreciate you, brother. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to his channel. Panther Theory is in the building, y'all. What's up with you, brother Elaine?
Going on,
Also as
brother?
well, if y'all watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, but make sure you do us the favor and like the video.
Hit them likes, man. Get them likes up, please, 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 please. We got 73 of y'all. I need 73 likes, man. I need it.
Hey, could I put this out there? Hey, I've been looking for a Bryce Young debate. I can't get nobody to do it. I can't get nobody to do it with.
To do what?
Wait,
First of
wait,
Have
all,
a
you ain't gonna
debate about
find
Bryce
another
Young being successful.
podcast. You ain't gonna find another podcast that's even gonna say anything objective about Bryce Young, let alone have a conversation about him. Come on, cuz.
Q came
But
on my
everybody else,
podcast yesterday with his shit
you
about
damn right.
about Bryce Young. That shit
I'm
had
just
me.
putting it out there, y'all. I mean, you know how they be speaking with conviction, talking about like Nets Mahomes. That means, hey, you got that much conviction. I mean, with a guy, that means you could debate for the guy, right?
Hey, this is a
I
safe
be trying
space.
to
Well,
find
if you
people.
calling him Patrick Mahomes is winning Super Bowls back to back. So
Yeah.
I don't. So you're saying, and this is what the cat said in the chat. He's Patrick Mahomes with if he got a line and he have this and he have that, he's Patrick Mahomes. So you're basically saying this year, which we gave him a line, we should win the Super Bowl. That's what you're saying. When you call him Patrick Mahomes, who has been consecutively winning Super Bowls, that's what you're saying when you're saying this shit. Stupid shit, ain't it?
Uh,
Very, very stupid.
Thank you.
you
Leo,
gotta, you got, you
What's
gotta,
up?
you
What's
gotta
up?
have. What's up, Leo? You
What's
gotta
up,
have a
brother?
What's going on?
motherfucking elite arm to be anywhere near in the fucking same breath as a Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah.
You gotta have an elite motherfucking arm, and he don't have that, so he'll never be a Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, check out Cam Ward. He went to Miami. Check out Merril from Alabama. Check out Quinn Ewers. Check out, I forgot the white boy name from Penn State. Go look at these people, see what they did last year. See what they do this year. The dude from Clemson. We're going to be drafting a quarterback next year. So just keep your eye on that shit, because I
I'm
ain't got
looking
nothing
for
against
Cam
Bryce
Ward,
Young
Leo.
personally. Huh?
I'm looking for Cam Ward. I'm talking about the guy
Cam,
that just went to Miami
yeah,
with a
Cam
Yeah, he
fast
Ward.
was
I
at
mean, I
arm
Washington
told
arm.
State, right?
The
But he
University of
Yeah,
Miami.
transferred.
I've been saying about the dude last 2 days. I'm telling you, the dude, he got talent. He could throw off platform. He got an arm. When check the
I
game
thought
when
Cam
he
Ward was.
played.
I thought Cam Ward was a sophomore though, Leo. I thought he was a sophomore.
He
No,
was a
he
sophomore
transferred to
last year.
Miami.
He
He
a
transferred to
junior
Oh,
this
okay,
Miami.
year. Check
okay,
out the
okay.
game when
Yeah,
he played against Penix Junior. They played in Washington. Ward had a better game. I ain't lying to y'all. Watch the game. Go
yeah.
watch the
Cam Ward
game
is
when he.
nice.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna be drafting quarterback. Bryce
Look,
Young
look,
does
look.
not have the physical capacity to be good in the
Leo,
NFL.
Leo, check this out, Leo. Now
Yes, sir.
I have been told, Leo, different platforms on privately on the phone and all type of stuff like that. If that boy gives you 500 more yards, Leo, that we was keeping him. What you think about that?
Who would Bryce do for 500 more yards than he did last year?
Yeah,
That's
so
Uh-huh.
3,300.
27 said he go to
That's
33.
33. 3,300.
Nah, I mean with 17 games, man, that's porous though, man. That's that's
But
that's
see,
like
Leo,
about two.
this
Yes,
is
sir.
what this is the mediocre shit that we have been reduced to. That we have been crumbled to, Leo. 500 more yards, Leo. You got to keep him. That's what I was told now. This is
I
the
believe it.
mediocre shit.
I put it out there, though,
Man,
didn't I not?
look,
On the podcast a long time ago. I said, if he throws this slightly better, they're going to sit there and say, he approved me. He approved me. He approved me. We can't get rid of him. Say he's getting it. He's getting it. They're going
Wow.
to make the excuse. We know that's not
but
winning football, but
nah,
go
not
ahead.
at all. And if they draft two wide receivers, you know, he ain't gonna have no excuses, man. I don't think Dave Canal's hitching their career to this dude, man. If he,
I don't
if
think
he,
so neither.
I don't think they hitching their career to this dude, man.
I'm a back.
I don't think so either. And
I'm a
I'm thinking they are going to draft two receivers. I really think they're going to draft two receivers too.
Yeah, I think they're gonna, and
Trill one.
mhm.
Sam Howell had a decent year this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
He threw for 4,000 yards. What? Come on, cuz.
I'm a
Hey,
backtrack a little bit. Cam Ward, and I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan for the last 30 years. Now, Cam Ward is nice. His sprint, we had a
And
nice
Ward is
sprint,
fucking good, man.
but I don't want him in Carolina. You know why? He
why?
can't hold on to the ball. He fumbles too much. That is
I'm
really my only concern.
You can work on that, though.
What do you
yeah,
think?
but the dude has
He
a
probably
lot
has
of
small
arm
hands.
talent, man.
He might got
The,
small hands. A lot
Yeah.
of time when
I'm
motherfuckers
with you
fumbling,
on
they got
that, Leo.
he
His
could
arm
throw the
talent
ball.
is yeah, his
His arm
arm
talent is
talent,
elite.
that ain't even the debate. And he's fast, he can make a play.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Especially how
he,
the NFL is becoming.
like I said, he nice. And like I said, he gonna have talent around him this year, in Miami. I hope he does well. I hope we win a national championship.
But Miami don't have the wide
He ain't
receivers
doing it.
though, brother. They don't have the
We ain't
wide
doing that.
receivers,
My
man.
I'm a Miami football.
my man got the talent to win no
They
goddamn
ain't
national
got
championship.
yeah.
We
If he
do.
should have went to Carolina or
Carolina
probably
won.
Florida State.
What?
We didn't have no receivers neither, Leo.
Nah, Carolina. Can they go look again, brother? What you
Now
mean?
y'all deep. Carolina deep as hell at
Carolina got
receiver.
wide receivers.
Yeah,
They got a
they loaded.
freshman quarterback. They ain't got no. They got a freshman quarterback. They got a dual threat quarterback.
We
Yeah,
got
So check
Carolina
this
loaded.
out.
we
This
I'm
got
is
talking about last year.
we got three
We
dudes
didn't
that
do
caught
we didn't
900
they didn't step up
yards.
last year.
this
Yeah, we got
Cam
They didn't
Ward
step up until
numbers.
Dez
So
came back in after they held
at
him out.
6'2", 223 pounds, the cat had 3,725 7 interceptions, a 65 QBR. But look, consistently, he has been pretty decent over the years.
He
Pretty decent.
He come from an air raid system. He never really
Wow.
had a lot of talent around him.
47 touchdowns and 10 interceptions 2 years ago.
Q, what that look
4,600
like?
yards.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good right there, Leo.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm listen. This is my bet. I'm willing to bet anybody on the planet Earth $100 that Cam Ward get drafted before Shedeur Sanders do.
That's a hard bet.
How much
Who want to take?
That's a hard bet right
Who
there.
want to take it? Who want to take it?
I wouldn't take that bet.
No, he
I'll
gonna
take
get
it.
pushed, Leo.
I'll take
No,
it.
he gonna get the push snake shit, right?
I'll take it. Q could be the insurance.
Okay, put it down.
Are you crazy, bro?
I'll take it.
Bro, I'm
Q
trying
could
to
be
save
the
you money, bro. Don't
No,
do
he
that.
gonna
Don't
get.
do
But
that
I'm
bet.
saying, Leo, don't do that, Leo, because he gonna get the push snake shit, Leo.
Kendall. Brother, look here. The NFL don't give a fuck who you are. It's about if you can help us win and you got talent. They don't give a damn about that shit, man. The boy
They don't. If
Shedeur
the
Sanders,
Leo,
he
if they
not
don't give a
athletic,
damn about who
Kendall.
you are, why the fuck are we sitting here with Bryce Young?
Because he got a
Right.
Heisman, Kendall. Because he got a Heisman. Kendall, don't do that. Bryce Young, when he was in school, was good. Don't you do that, brother. Don't. Kendall, when Bryce Young was in school, Kendall, he was good. Shedeur
He was
Sanders
good.
ain't done shit. This gonna
He
be
was
his
good for the
sixth.
college game.
But Shedeur Sanders ain't done nothing. Nothing.
My thing is, why draft? And like I said, obviously I'm a Miami fan. Why draft Cam Ward if the history is he fumbles a lot when he had a bad offensive line, and we potentially have a bad offensive line? Like, why would we shoot ourselves in the foot and do that?
Because you're gonna put up numbers. He, like I say, he could throw the ball. He could throw the ball short, deep, and he's mobile. And he don't turn the
He's
ball
fast.
over. Q just
Pretty fast.
he don't turn the ball over. Q said the man threw for 40 touchdowns and not even he hasn't done double digits interceptions in the last 2 years.
Understand, but fumbles are turning the ball over too.
I hear you, brother. I disagree with your premise on him being a turnover machine, fumbling the ball. I watched him a lot. He has turned the ball over, but I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think that's a problem that'll prevent him from getting drafted before Shedeur Sanders will be.
There's only one person I would take over Shedeur, and that's Quinn Ewers. Possibly.
I mean, bro, time will tell. I mean, I think Cam Ward is gonna be high this year, especially with that Miami team.
Mm-hmm.
Can Shedeur be something? Yeah. I mean, we got to see how these quarterbacks play because at one time, Miami, we thought was going to be a top 5 pick. You know what I'm talking about? Quarterback that transferred out.
Van Dyke.
Van Dyke. We all knew he was going to be a top 5 pick, but look how his career ended up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and wave number 2 for transfer portal open
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, time.
Go back to the NIL real quick.
So is it officially a bet or are we holding off?
I wouldn't make that bet, bro. I'm trying to keep money up. I wouldn't make that bet.
Shedeur Sanders, I'm telling y'all, the dude, he's not athletic. He don't have a cannon arm. You wait till the draft time next year. That hype is now because Prime and the media hyping them up. But I'm telling you, when they play next year, we're gonna see. That don't matter about a push. I'm talking about his numbers. Ain't nobody from the draft no slow ass, marginally armed quarterback in the top 10. Kendall, they not doing that.
But Leo, why you
have a good year, Leo?
He don't have. He has a good arm, Leo. What are you talking about?
I ain't saying his arm is marginally good, but I'm saying the telltale sign is Prime Time said before the season even started or mid-season that he not coming out in this draft this year. Why he didn't come out in this draft this year?
Because what you mean? He got for his dad.
Because he's not good. He's not better than none of them boys. He's not better than none of them boys up there.
That ain't had nothing to do with it, Leo. He didn't come out because they trying to build something in Colorado. So it ain't like he's hurting for money. So shit, he did it. Yeah, he did it help his daddy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about that.
With that NIL deal too, he's making money out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Already,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a whole different issue.
Yeah,
okay. Let me ask you. Okay, let me ask you this: is he better than Jaden Daniels?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Well,
I mean,
I think
I
so.
haven't seen Jada play like
wow.
that,
Okay.
but
Well,
I mean, like I say,
I
time will
disagree
tell.
with
You know
y'all
what I
on that.
mean?
Then. Okay.
I
I
didn't say
got you.
what. I didn't really get to see him play
I
like
think
that.
I
But
think I think I think he throws a better ball to Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels just a better scrambler than he is. I think he
Yeah,
throw a better ball to
yeah,
is y'all
Jaden
talking
Daniels.
about that Jiminy Cricket ass boy, that 6'4" need a sandwich in my ass boy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lord have
yeah.
mercy.
And you got to think, and like, not only is Sanders talented, nepotism plays a part in a good way because first of all, the boy got the pedigree. Second of all, if you get coaching lessons from Tom Brady, and Tom Brady say your ass nice, and Tom Brady ain't doing this shit just for a press run. He meant that
I got
shit.
you got to show me that press release where Tom Brady said he was nice, brother. I
All right,
don't.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Damn, Leo.
I mean, but
No,
all
no,
them
no, no, no.
quarterbacks
Think I
technically
watched
do
Shador
that.
Sanders play. Shador Sanders can throw the ball, but if the hype don't meet reality. They don't. It don't meet it. But y'all gonna see next year. Don't worry
That,
about it.
that,
Don't you
but
worry
Leo,
about
What
it.
I say, time will
Don't worry
tell.
about
Yeah,
it.
if I said
He
Tom Brady said something about J.J. McCarthy, do I got to show you that too?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You gotta show me. Hey, check
Okay,
this out.
okay,
I
He,
mean,
he, he,
okay.
he go another thing to watch out. Hey,
Long you
watch
keep it
this
fair.
now. Watch this. I'm gonna tell you this: the quarterback from Nebraska gonna have a better year than Shador Sanders, and he a
Matt
freshman.
Rule boy.
The dude
Lord have mercy.
Q. Mark my words
Mm.
now. Remember what I tell you now. The quarterback from Nebraska, he a freshman, gonna have a better year than Shador Sanders, and they gonna win more games than Colorado.
I
I
don't know
heard
about
that
that.
Matt Rule had scouted that a pretty good prospect over there for
Rayola,
quarterback.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
Stroud
my
and
proclamation
how
on it.
Lord have mercy. The real sunshine still going on, but Bryce.
Bless his
Uh,
heart, man. I'm
He,
listening,
he,
gentlemen. I'm gonna call
I
back.
mean,
I appreciate it.
yes, sir.
all right, Leo. I
Lord,
think
hey
he a
Leo,
bright
it's a
section, man. You
movement,
can't.
Leo. It's a movement. It's a movement.
Yeah, you can't do
I don't
nothing with
know
these bright
why
sections, man.
Bryce
You can't
touched
do
these
nothing with it.
boys and got these boys so motivated. I don't
Yeah,
understand it.
you can't do nothing. These boys that got that shit like some dope, boy.
Yes,
That's some
sir.
cocaine, boy. Some uncut cocaine, boy. Them boy with Bryce.
hey, Sam Howell had
Hold
an
on, I'm gonna
arm
slide
though,
off.
didn't
I'm
he?
gonna let you have it, driver.
God, no, you just
Sam
can't.
Howell had a pretty good arm last time I checked, right?
Sam
And he
Howell,
was dealing
yeah.
with the same thing. He got actually more than Bryce, and he still put up numbers. You know what I mean?
In comes Eric B. Enemy, be good. And that boy had 63% behind a ragged ass line in Washington that some people said because they was like they couldn't get it together. So you get a decent play calling in there. Now I'm not saying high, even though he from Carolina, I'm not real 100% high on Sam, but he was a decent quarterback last year. He had
Yeah.
numbers last year.
I ain't gonna lie. I never really been too high on North Carolina quarterbacks anyway. Like the dude coming out, I'm not even too high on him. I think he has
Yeah.
the attributes, but his whole sometimes
Well,
he's there, sometimes he's not. So you know what I
I
mean?
heard,
So
I heard Chris Sims give it a shit. Chris Sims say he got Drake May as his number 6 rated quarterback. You know what I mean? Chris Sims give better motherfucking quarterback takes than anybody if you ask me. And
And
he got
yeah,
he, huh?
yeah.
You heard Chris Sims talking about it?
Uh-huh. The way they talk.
Yeah.
And y'all, I told you, y'all know I call him great Drake May. You know what I'm saying in school and everything. But I wish he'd have stayed one more year.
he
I
should
wish
have.
he'd have
He
stayed
should have.
one more year, and then
I'm
maybe
scared
we could
his
have got him. But I wish he'd have stayed one more year.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, y'all. But evaluating these quarterbacks, y'all, and looking at this stuff, and we just try. All we did tonight was try to give y'all a little tidbit, just a little bit on information. We put this shit on the screen, and some of y'all was like, "No, no, I ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna believe it." Or here, professional evaluators tell y'all that they got algorithms and things like that that they look at. The way they look at stuff. We just trying to show y'all. Here come the draft. The draft is coming right around the corner, and we trying to tell y'all how somebody now Mel Kiper could evaluate this shit totally different from Merril Hoge. What's that other dude name?
Well, Mel
The
Kiper gone. Mel Kiper gonna evaluate that shit based on the money he getting in his goddamn pocket.
Yeah, exactly. What's the other dude that
Mike, McShay, Todd McShay,
McShay
Todd McShay.
could go totally different from this. Like I said, you get 10 of them evaluators out there, you probably got 10 different way to evaluate some shit. But go listen to all 10 of them, y'all, and take it in. Is all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we all look at certain things different. It shows in the world. Some people know how to evaluate talent. Most people don't. It's just now we
Yeah,
got so many fans and they all got opinions. You know what I mean? Opinions like asshole. Everybody has one. Am I right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
exactly.
it's just when you trying to educate somebody, then when you break it down, like for instance, like for me, I'm thinking we need to get a center, maybe like a defensive tackle or something like that, if you want to help build. People will say we need a wide receiver, and I'm like, what's the point of getting another wide receiver? And they're like, we need to help Bryce out. I'm like, bro, we already got like two dudes that this good at like running routes. If we was to get a wide receiver, we need a deep threat. You know what I mean? And then when I say something like that, they're like, "Well, you just don't know football." I like, bro, I like you can't have like five this route runners playing. You know what I mean?
right.
Because only thing the defense is gonna do is this, like what they're gonna do next year, just stay in the, you know what I'm saying, play a little cover
Sit
and
on
be ready to
everything.
pick the ball off. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
sit
Sit
So
on
on
them.
everything.
Sit on them. You're exactly
Cover
right,
two,
D'Angelo.
cover two like a motherfucker.
yeah, so
And
I mean,
especially if he start really favoring Johnson and Thielen, you know what I'm saying, and not looking for the long ball like that, if he start patting the long ball or looking the long ball off, say 4 or 5 games happen and he start doing that, guess what's gonna happen on that defensive side of the ball? Or these guys that start
pick
scheming
six.
like I keep telling y'all, they gonna start saying, hey, he not gonna throw that long ball, or they using that guy going over the top. Just say we go get one of these speedy guys like Xavier Worthy or whatever. They gonna know that we just using them guys decoy. That Bryce can't throw
Yeah,
that long ball accurately.
Yeah,
You understand
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
They gonna start
yeah,
sitting on Johnson and Thielen. They gonna take them away from him.
yeah.
They gonna
Just like they,
make it.
yep, they're gonna make him. They're gonna make him throw it, just like they did with Thielen towards the end of the year. They started taking Thielen away and saying, "God damn it, you throw it to somebody, anybody else."
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
you see
I
what
mean,
we gonna
happened.
take.
You see what
it
happened.
ain't
And see,
hard.
yeah,
It like
see what happened.
like y'all
See
say,
what
it ain't
happened
hard to
last
limit
game
Bryce.
right there, right? Zero
Yep,
point, 9 point, shit like that. We couldn't score. We had to kick field goal. You see what I'm saying? That's perfect example. I like that, deal. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what
yep.
D'Angelo just said. When they took that away from what happened and made him have to do something, he didn't even have it. He couldn't even do that. It's not
I
hard, y'all.
mean,
And these guys get paid millions of dollars to get to evaluate that. They watch tapes, they different angles, they hundreds of cameras in an NFL game. If y'all ever been to the stadium before, camera all over the place. They
I
get
mean,
all
only
that.
thing my fault go. I like only thing they
Yeah,
have is like the scheme and stuff like that. But the dude just said we're gonna run the ball basically like 35 times. So we, you know, we just playing situational football next year. Hope defense holds, get some turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Possession of ball. We just basically playing 90s football again. You know what I mean?
we
Run,
gonna
run,
be able to get
run,
our fast, be good. They gonna
and
be able
hopefully it can be like a trend. I mean, bro. I mean, this the best you can do. Like we had like I always call Frank Wright. Yeah, one thing he was good at, he was a quarterback guru, in my opinion. Humble opinion.
yeah.
He
Not
could make
today.
a quarterback work. You know what I mean? It showed,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And he had Bryce Young. He didn't know he was gonna be this limited and stuff like that. I mean, what could you do? I mean, he can't go deep. He had to have them dudes run like short routes. As soon as he started trying to like what them people say, let Bryce cook. That's when he had them 4 straight games of what hit sixes and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know. I mean, me, I already know the best scenario. Let them play next year. Make sure we only win 2 or 3 games, so we know we had that number 1 pick. You know what I mean? And start completely over. Because I don't want to come back if we like 1-5 or something like that. Then come back and win a whole lot more games. We don't need to do that again. You know what I mean? Because even though shout out to what was the coach name before we got Frank Wright? What
Steve
was his
Wilkes.
name again?
Matt
Steve
Rule.
Wilson. If we didn't go on that win streak, we would have had that number 1 pick. We wouldn't have had to trade up. So I think what he did, but he also messed us up at the end too. You know what I'm saying?
you still
So
would have took the number one. Temple still would have picked Bryce. We just would have.
no, I'm
We
saying we
just would
wouldn't
have
have
gave
never
up
had to
all
move
that.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we.
that's
He
what I'm
still
saying. We
would
wouldn't
have.
have had to gave up everything.
Yeah,
I
he would
mean,
have
bro,
had
we
everything.
had we
Yeah, that's what I'm
had
saying.
so many
Still
ways
would
we
have
could
had
have went.
Bryce.
We could have got Lamar. We could have had Lamar. We had two. Before we made them draft pick, you're looking for the quarterback. We could have got Lamar. We could have gave him 2 first-round picks. You know what I mean? But nobody was willing to pay. I'm like, bro, with this offense and stuff, what we needed, and having Frank Wright, I'm pretty sure he would have had my man Lamar looking good out here. You know what I mean? So, but that's my opinion on the issue.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna
Uh,
have to jump on. I'm going to bed. So, it was good talking to y'all, fellas. So,
no doubt, no doubt.
All
All
right.
right, be good. Yeah, but D'Angelo, you got another take on it, man, because we just got on tonight pretty much to tell or to show that information. I seen that, and I seen a couple more things, man. I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit y'all guys tomorrow early with a show. I got some more stuff out here, but we ready to come on tonight so we can show and share the screen and everything and show you guys, visually show you guys what we were talking about. And with that, a lot of people still doubted us, D'Angelo.
Right.
Still doubted us. That information ain't right. This and that, whatever, whatever. The man said he evaluated Caleb Williams and he evaluated Drake May, and then he interluded with how Bryce Young, you're not gonna get much out of him. I'm gonna just put it
Yeah,
like that. You're not gonna get
and that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you that shit's still on his mind. Goddamn it, how we stupid we was last year for goddamn he talking about this year's goddamn class of quarterbacks, and he had to go back, revert back to Bryce, you know what I'm saying, and how dumb we was for goddamn taking him over CJ, you know what I'm saying? And so obviously Merle ain't got over the dumb shit we did last year.
yeah. And I mean, man, here it is. I like a lot of people's evaluations on how they do, when it gets close to draft time, like right
Yeah,
now. I
yeah,
mean, I've seen one, I'm going to speak on it a little bit, where they went all the way back to 2017 on some drafts, and they show you how many people left on teams and, you know, come back these 4 years and stuff like that, and how many people that other people got off of after a year or 2 years. Because around here, they act like you can't get off a player after 1 year. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
But you got other teams out there that have gotten off players after 1, 2, and 3 years.
I think the only
Before
reason why I think if we wouldn't have gave up what we did, if we would just would have sat and Bryce would have fell in our lap last year, and he did what he stuck the shit up like he did, and then we falling in to this year with the number one overall pick, I think we might be looking at getting up off of Bryce. But due to the fact of us giving up what we did and how we got Bryce, that's the only reason why I think we got to give him another year. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason why. If he would have just fell in our lap and we still would have had the number one overall pick, then yeah, Bryce ass would be in trouble for
hmm
damn sure. I don't see
but
how
see,
I don't see how you pass up a Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Looking at what the fuck Bryce Young did last year, and you just can't do it. You couldn't
yeah.
do it.
But I look at a lot of that stuff like, man, when you went ahead and spent that money, that's already spent. You done lost that. You ain't getting that back. Especially on the guarantee. That's why they don't like to give people guaranteed money,
Yeah.
because that money
hmm
gone.
Yeah.
But or you can find a way to wiggle out them contracts or whatever. But
hmm
hey, the deal that we cut to move up for him and all that stuff, that's gone. That's gone, D'Angelo. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right.
I mean, it was just, it was a gamble. You take it as a gamble. They might have
Yeah.
looked at it, our owner might have thought by his little football knowledge that it was a sure thing.
hmm
Other people knew better because they was advising him, and he didn't listen to none of his advisors. That's all it
Right.
was. He didn't
Right.
listen to his advice. He went
Right.
ahead and jumped the, and
Right.
you know it. We showed the clip where the man said, "Didn't I tell you at the Super Bowl?" Now, what the hell is he doing at the Super Bowl, telling somebody he was going to pick them when he
And
didn't at the
that's yeah.
time? He didn't even have
Yeah.
the number one pick at the time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If I get a chance, I'm gonna pick you.
Yeah.
You was advised not to. You didn't even have the number one pick at the time. You did that.
Yep.
So, hey, brother, give me a last word there, D'Angelo.
Man, I ain't got much to say, man. I just, had to come on and, get my little, say my little piece, you know what I'm saying, with the information, with the valuable information that you and Q presented, man. I ain't got much to say, man. I just thank y'all for tuning in, man, you know what I'm saying, and keep pounding, man. That draft coming up next week, so it's about to get fun, man, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have a lot of shit to talk about in the next couple of weeks. So
No doubt.
that's all.
No doubt.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Then y'all can hear more D'Angelo takes on Black Cat Panther After Dark Thursday nights at 6:30. It is a members only platform for the members by the members. Y'all stop playing, man. Jump in there, become a member, get on in that live chat. It's the rawest sports talk show on YouTube. I promise you, I'm telling you, the numbers
Oh
show it.
yeah.
Go in there and
Oh yeah.
become a member, man. 6:30 on Thursday nights. Hit that like button for me on your way out. This is the GOAT. Panthers After Dark Thursday. Go talk tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, but look for them notifications. I got another banger for you. Other than that, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Like I do always, we is out here. Get at me.